Did you know there are four seasons all caused by temperature and the sun's rays along with Earth's tilt?
Are you serious?
No, Sirius is the brightest star in the night sky. There's spring, which is equinox, is on March 21st. The second season is summer, which is solstice, is on June 21st. Beach. I'm on a beach. This is fall, or some people like to call autumn. Its equinox is on September 21st. And of course, last but not least, winter, whose solstice is on December 21st. Look at all this. Hey, this is the Coriolis effect. So what it is when wind from the equator turns a direction, in the northern hemisphere it's clockwise, and in the southern hemisphere it's counterclockwise. It's like this little ball, which I actually can't get working. So to the north, what would happen is this would turn just like this if it were windy, clockwise. And in the southern hemisphere, this would turn just like this, counterclockwise. Another thing about the Coriolis effect is the fact that at the equator, there's no effect at all. It doesn't have the wind to move it. Whereas at the poles, at 90 degrees and 90 degrees, it's the most effective and it turns the most. In the northern hemisphere, like I said before, clockwise, and in the southern hemisphere, counterclockwise. Okay, so next, high and low pressures. So first off, we're going to start off with low pressure. As you can see by the arrows, here, here, and here, low pressure is always trying to move in. It's trying to make itself smaller and more compact, thus making it bad weather, as I'll show an example after this. Next, high pressure. So as you can see by the arrows on this diagram, these pressures are going to be better weather because they're always moving outward. They're always moving with these arrows. And high pressure is always trying to expand. And then a couple other quick things. So first off, let's start with the close rings here. So these close rings are indicating bad weather because of the pressure right here. When close rings are like this, that means high wind rates and just bad weather all around. Whereas up here, in this area, you can tell that it's going to be good weather because of the fact that the rings are so spread. And last but not least, with high always trying to expand and low always trying to contract, well, if you think about it, high is always trying to move into low territory, causing fronts. Alright, well, that is highs and lows, and yeah. There are four different types of fronts. There's warm, cold, stationary, and occluded. So first off, let's start with warm. Warm is pretty simple. When cold, which is going to be represented by blue, gets pushed out by hot, which will be red, that makes a warm front. So when we take it like this, and then I have the red shirt, we have a warm front. So now, next, we have a cold front. So when normally it's just a red shirt, and instead the blue moves in front of the red, becomes a cold front, making it cold. Next, when a warm and a cold meet together but don't actually push each other out of the way, it makes a stationary front, where they just stand together. They don't move. Like the blue shirt and the red shirt. We're just standing together. And finally, an occluded front is when the cold and the warm smash together and that point right where they meet. So the point right where blue and red meet, that is the occluded front. Those are the 4 types of fronts. And my last and final subject is thunderstorms. So let me show you the 3 stages of thunderstorms. First is the cumulus stage. Right here. Now what it is, as you can see by this picture, it's a big, big updraft of wind. It's what makes the tall clouds that we see that actually rains out of. Alright, now to the next stage, the mature stage. Alright, so the mature stage. This is what really gets, this is the storm itself. As you can see, it's updrafts here, downdrafts here, and extreme heavy rain. This right here causes the thunder to begin, and the thunderstorm that we know today. And the final stage of the thunderstorm, the dissipating stage. This is when the storm starts to calm down. As you can see, the light rain here coming down, and the downdrafts throughout the cloud making a smaller cloud and becoming that kind of cloud again. And there is the 3 stages of thunderstorms.